What's going on? Welcome back. Uh, we're gonna look at some new acquisitions today. We got my local. I guess I have three um getting places. I guess the ones where you can sleep. You can spend the night in the parking lot and then shop in your pajamas or whatever. I have three of those in the town that I live in, and the one the one that's like closest to where I live um is like known for like die cast fuckery, I guess. Um it's the scumbags have gotten in good with the employee, and so there's a lot of like backroom dealings taking place at this particular uh, box store, I guess. I'll give you an example. I walked in there, and on the pegs is the fresh color shifters, and I get eye camera interruption. So, as I was saying, is it possible that somebody just walked in ahead of me and bought the cars before I got there? Yes, it's possible. But I doubt it. I can almost guarantee this was another one of those backdoor scumbag employee deals. So, anyway, the pegs were full, like to the brim. Like the last car on the peg is like out at an angle like this, because there's so many stuffed on there. There was probably 3 or 4 of this. There was definitely, I think, at a minimum 4 or so of this. The El Segundo Coupe, just full pegs, 0 Skylines. This is absolute 0 Nissan Skylines. Which, I mean, come on, you know what I'm getting at. But anyway, I'm not sure why this Corvette is like a transformer, but it's very nicely done. You get the logo on the hood, and then blue. I'm not sure. This is the color shifter, so yeah, whether it's hot or cold running water changes the color of the car. But that's a badass Corvette. And then with the 80th anniversary, Mattel's 80th birthday, whatever you want to call it, that Spectraflame Red Dreammobile, I decided I wanted to collect these because it reminds me of Fallout, and I don't know. I grew up. I don't have any brothers or sisters, so it was very easy. I'm not complaining. Don't take this wrong. It was very easy to just park me in front of the TV or a video game, and I was content. So I've played video games like my whole life basically. But the game Fallout, this car just reminds me of that game, because you would see things like this wrecked on the side of the road, and they would have this sort of body style and this big bubble glass, or the glass would be gone, and it'd be all rusted out or whatever. But it's the Dreammobile. And I think it's cool. I don't know what color this turns either, but you know, I'll probably find out. So, anyway, the pajama, wear your pajamas and shop store had some new stuff in the color shifters, and then there were some other things. So I scored the Volvo 240 Drift Wagon, and I think Silver Fox Lobo was the one that talked about this semi-recently. And the reason I decided I would start collecting this is I'm a big fan of Matchbox's Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser. And that casting, if you know, has dogs in the back. Couple of puppy dogs kind of looking out the back hatch. And this is no different. This camera doesn't do well with the focus, but there's a couple puppy dogs poking their heads out the back hatch of this. Low, very drift, but that's cool. I like the aero discs, and you know, I don't know how many of these there are. I'll have to look it up and start that search, but very cool. Volvo 240 Drift with dogs in the back. So, had to have it. And I'll pursue some more. Ran into Optimus, which is cool, you know. I like the Transformers franchise. So, I'll pick up Optimus when I see him. He's got the face there on the bottom, but it's a very cool casting. There's a lot of plastic going on, but the whole cab, the red, is metal. And I recently saw AI is a bummer, dude, because I can't tell. I can't tell if things are real or not real. But there's like a purple Optimus with like the windshields are cracked in a premium, and I don't know if it's real or not, but I saw it, and it could have been AI generated, but it looks really good. Rubber tires, these same kind of slotted wheels, but then the cab is all purple, the windshields are cracked, and it's, you know, in a premium variety. But this is a very cool rig. I like that. And I wonder, you know, I don't know, does the base have to be part of the tooling? I would like to see this in a bunch of different colors and just not Transformers. You know what I mean? Just a cool cab over semi. I dig it. And then I bumped into Feline Lucky. And if you saw, I started doing shorts a little bit, like on the days that I don't drop full-length videos like you're watching now. I started dropping shorts on the off days, like just one random short. And so I did one recently because I came across the quick chat, and then I found the cat. And so it's kind of cool. And then I believe when this thing's rolling, it gets like the little arm pump. But Feline Lucky, which is a cool casting. A little metal base. The cat is plastic. I think that's all just plastic too, but it's cool. And then, you know, I collect motorcycles. I found the treasure hunt, the 66 Triumph Tiger 100 in the regular treasure hunt. I was sitting in, like, you know, that new display with the rack. You know, it's got like the glass top with all the cars in it up above, and then they've got, it's like a super Mattel display. They've got like He-Man and G.I. Joe and Barbie. There's like a bunch of stuff on it. But then one section of it's dedicated to Hot Wheels. But this, in the little dump bins, this was sitting there. So that was a cool find for me. The treasure hunt symbol is right here, which is like the back fender, which that technically should be green. Honestly, that's not part of the guy. That's part of the bike, but whatever. It's a cool piece. Cool little two-wheeled treasure hunt. Bumped into this. I recently got the white one. And so now I found the Ford GT Borla in the black. And that's freaking sweet. I like that a lot. I'm a Ford GT and GT40 fan, in case you didn't know. But cool one for certain. And then this was there. BMW 2002 in blue. I have the Zanuck. I have the yellow. I have the neon speeder. And I think that's it. But this casting is well done. I like this a lot. That blue is sharp. So I had to have it. The Dollar Tree exclusives. Got the Miura SV. Check that out. Haven't found the yellow Civic. That would be very cool to find, but this is a score. I think there's also like a Silverado EV, but I don't collect those. Even if I saw it, I wouldn't grab it. I probably wouldn't even know. But this had to become part of the collection. So, score. And then the new 911 Turbo Cabriolet, new for 2025. Bumped into that. Figured this would be almost impossible to find. I figured this was just going to be a hot ticket. And maybe I was there just at the right time, I guess. But there were like 6, 8. There was a ton of these. So that's the other thing that leads me to believe all these cars I found at that location with the color shifters, which leads me to believe that the backdoor deal on the Skyline color shifter took place, because had they been in there and saw all of these cars, I would assume that they would have been gone as well. But that's a nice convertible Porsche. I don't know about the pink interior so much, but I like the wheel choice. I like how low it sits. And, well, it's a Porsche, so you know how that goes. And then, speaking of Porsche, our last car for the day, I bumped into part of the hybrid speed set. This was at a different location, where you can sleep in the parking lot and wear your pajamas while you shop. But the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Voiture de Sport Hybride Turismo. Talk about a title. Holy buckets. But anyway, it's the Porsche Panamera from the Hybrid Speed. I kind of am kicking myself. I haven't been back out that way, but the white BMW from this set was there, and I didn't grab it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I didn't. And I do want it. It's the only other one that I really want. But all of the Acura NSXs were gone. There were probably three full sets, and no Acura anywhere to be seen. But this Panamera is cool. The headlights are lenses, which is part of the window, and just freaking cool. I love it. That's a happy find right there. So, I mean, that's really kind of it for today. I mean, it's quite a bit, honestly. Nothing to be mad about, but lots of cool stuff. Optimus, this is rad. The treasure hunt on the bike, I love it. And then the blue 2002, the Borla 4GT, like we scored. We scored. The Dreammobile, the Cabriolet, the puppy dogs. It was a good haul for sure. So that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys are finding this stuff. I would imagine you are, because I am usually the last one to get the goods. So yeah, that's all I've got for today. I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All of that stuff's free to you. Super beneficial to the channel and myself. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Take care.